You're tuned in to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast.
Now, thank you, one, for not just writing this book, but for really educating and keeping history alive. So how important is the education on history for you?
Oh, well, really, since I wrote the book, it's totally changed my life. I retired, was just taking it easy. And since I wrote this book, I travel all over the United States, not this year with the coronavirus, but and usually all over the United States, attending air shows, signing copies of my book. And I do a lot of speaking, make PowerPoint presentations to all sorts of different types of groups. And it's really my mission to remember, honor, and educate, to remember the air war over Europe, to honor the men who fought it, and to educate the public about it. Because World War II ended 75 years ago, and it's fading in people's memory, and we just cannot let that happen. The brave young men who fought and died for freedom, we just can never forget their sacrifice. It's our duty to remember. And a lot of the younger generations today, they really have no concept of, what took place back then, because we really don't teach it much in schools anymore. And they don't realize that all the freedoms that they enjoy today are because men sacrificed, fought, and died to preserve those freedoms. A lot of people just take it for granted that, we have these freedoms to protest or do whatever we want to. And if we had lost the war and we lived in Nazi United States, there would be no freedoms at all.
No, I don't even want to think about it. So Thank you to your dad and everybody else who fought at that time to, like you said, build a better future for you, his kids, and everybody else that's listening right now.
Because if you go over to Europe, the countries that were occupied by the Nazis during the war, the Netherlands, France, Belgium, those people lived during occupation and oppression, and they have a great appreciation, much more than people in the U.S., because they endured the hardships and the atrocities. So they realize the price of freedom and how important those freedoms are.